Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. E-double-L, I said so. I keep big bills up in my hood on the dirty like Bledsoe. Ain't got no twist in my head, but I'm still dreadful. And I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full. I'm in it to win it, I'm all in. I might call you my cuz, young blood, but we ain't kin. You think of jumping, man, you best think again. The dirty, I'm the type of man that might go broke for revenge. Had some not so nice friends, kick the.
This is football. Glorified by big hits, takedowns, and sacks, this game is not for the faint of heart. With more knowledge of concussions, brain injuries, and CTE coming out, people are starting to become more conscious of this dangerous game. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy is a progressive degenerative disease of the brain found in people with a history of repetitive brain trauma. It is most commonly found in boxers, football players, hockey players, as well as military veterans. The injury is not limited to professional athletes. It has also been found in athletes who didn't play a sport after high school and college. Repeated brain injury triggers progressive degeneration of the brain tissue, including buildups of an abnormal protein called tau. The common symptoms of CTE are memory loss, confusion, impaired judgment, impulse control problems, aggression, suicidality, Parkinson's, and eventually progressive dementia. There is no cure. Probably the most famous case of CTE was that of former Patriots tight end Aaron Hernandez. The former player was convicted of the murder of semi-pro linebacker Odin Lloyd in 2015 and eventually committed suicide while serving a life sentence in 2017. After an autopsy, it was discovered he'd been living with CTE. Here's what a scan of his brain showed. After taking repeated hits in his career, CTE set on and Hernandez is never the same. The impulsivity and aggression related to CTE left him a murderer, leaving a fiancée and a young daughter behind. Concussions are also becoming more common. Here are the facts. CDC reports show the amount of reported concussions has doubled in the last 10 years. The American Society of Pediatrics say concussions have risen 200% in teens 14 to 19 in the last decade. Football accounts for 47% of all reported sports concussions. 1 in 5 high school athletes will sustain a sports concussion through the season. An estimated 5.3 million Americans have a traumatic brain injury-related disability. Steps have been taken to increase player safety, but it is still not enough. An average of 12 high school and college football players die every year, and the lawsuits always follow. We must change our ideas on football and figure out what is more worth it, sending your child to a safer sports environment or having them potentially live at risk for developing serious brain injuries.